They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right in the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's going up top. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll leave it with him. Got room at the 35. Smashes through the tackle. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
The give to the single back. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cavaliers. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the O team better respond.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the...
And the pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Ward. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Scanning the field is Humphries. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he drops the throw. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cavaliers will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tompkins. He's got what a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking for a man, it's Murphy. He wants to take the top off. Catch inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. On the move, it's Shelton. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At the 17-yard line. Second down.
The Blue Devils are threatening in the red zone. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Complete on third down. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 20 to Tulane. We'll circle.
There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Tompkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll take the deep shot. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Tompkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Got it in the middle, it's Shelton. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He caught it. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And the pummeling has started. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
42-10.
Coming out with it, it's Tompkins. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Shelton. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Virginia 42, Duke 10.
First down to start the drive after the break. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Dropping back, it's Murphy. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to throw, it's Humphries. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Looking to go up top on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the bound.
All kinds of running room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Virginia! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full...
Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Working that left side. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
17.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. Indeed. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He wants a big play here late. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. He's going to pass on second down. He's going to throw deep right side. A full dive to haul that one in. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth.